Well, Max Sports fans, Mike Kretz here coming to you from Central High School, home of the 21 Warrior Classic. It's all about boys basketball. Yesterday, I'm coming to you kind of through the magic of TV. Why am I standing here? But it was a big day of basketball out here. All four local teams, Central, Grand Junction, Palisade, and of course, Fruita Monument, all in action. And Fruita Monument is where we're going to start. They were taking on Horizon. Let's get to the action right now. Yeah, that's a new era for the Wildcats now under Coach Jake Higuera. They won the tip, but it would be the Hawks who scored first. Off the rebound, Caleb Kimata swoops in for the early two. On the other end, Carson Hollenshed making room for his own shot, rattles the rim and in. The Hawks, they were dominating that right-hand baseline. Tabor Robinson there with the score. Later off the inbound pass, an easy swing over to the shooter behind the line for three. That was Kyle Northrup who sticks it home. Good offense here from the Wildcats. Skylar Johnson with the rocket pass to Thomason, who wastes no time putting it up and in. But here in the first, the Hawks are ready to go on that run. Off the missed three, those long rebounds were an issue for the Wildcats. Horizon diving in, then kicking out. Hands down on D. Kobe Jimenez knocks down the shot. Has to be said that the Hawks were playing great defense too. Getting the block shot inside, hands everywhere. No easy shots for the Wildcats. Now, this is a nice set for the Hawks too. Robinson on the dive. Look at what he finds. Blaine Kramer, who gets it to go on the inside. A big 20-4 lead at the end of one. But this early in the season, that's what adjustments are for, and it was a better second period for Fruita. A sweet pass from Joel Lively to Hollenshed. He gets his lay-in to go. Later, Hollenshed using that high screen to perfection. Not going to pass up that shot, count the bucket. And then the very next offensive possession, check out Lively showing you how to use that pivot foot. Pivots his way into an open shot, quick release, and two more for the Wildcats. Not to mention defense was looking better too. Johnson with the steal, a heads-up pass down court. Hollenshed using that speed for the transition bucket. Fruita still down by 15, but chipping away. Again, defense leading to offense. Thomason with the steal, runs the break, finds a wide open shooter in Skylar Johnson. Count the three ball. Under 5 seconds to go. How about a buzzer beater? Johnson says, I'll make one to order. Hits the three right before time expired, cutting the lead to single digits on the way to the break, 30-23. But it would be the Hawks who hang on in the second half. 56-44 is your final. I had the chance to talk with Coach Higuera after the game.
We worked for the last few weeks and didn't get to see a lot of the stuff that we put into practice because you get nerves and you get stuff going and you kind of get back and going into your old ways. But we want to get the ball going. We want the boys to have fun playing and unfortunately it didn't work out with the score, but it was really great to see our boys battle.
As for the Tigers, they were taking on Glenwood Springs. Let's jump to the second half. Demons with the pass to Bryson McLean, who takes the contact, gets the shot to go. A three-point play gives the Demons a 21-20 lead, but there were plenty of and ones to go around. This time, it's Reese Skinner with the hezzy, gets the hoop and the harm. Later, let that big fella go to work. A nice inside find, end in toe. Sidearms at home. Glenwood, they're ready to show they've been working on their sprints. Watch how fast and hard Reese Swanson runs here. Not thinking about slowing down for a second. Takes it all the way. Demons with that 1-point lead, but Toe, he was still hungry. Nice find, nice take. Later, Jack Montram dribbles his way into a double team. If you double the ball, you'll likely leave a shooter. Mortram swings it to Dylan Chapman, who knocks it down. Tigers up 30-26. Skinner has his put-up block from behind, but Toe is there to clean up the mess. And it looks like the Tigers are about to roll here as we see Montram collect a long rebound, keeps his head up. And this is smooth. Nice take from Chapman to put the Tigers up by 8. But right at the end of the third, the Demons get a chance off the rebound. Like I said, Glenwood looked like they've been working on conditioning hard as Reese McMillan gets the lay-in right before the buzzer sounds. Have a listen. That gives the Demons just that little bit of momentum they would need in the fourth because they did not let the Tigers run away with it, getting the stuff, the rip, and ultimately the coast-to-coast bucket to make it a three-point game later. How about the gutsy shot from Swanson? Drops the three without a moment's hesitation. Later, McLean, the little baby hook. All of a sudden, it's a one-point game, but how about the Tigers' inbound play? Chapman, with ice in his veins, splashes home the tray. Might have been the dagger, but how about Edwin Olave? Grabs the rebound, takes the contact, falling away, gets it to go. The free throw would make it a one-point game, but Chapman says, let me respond. Takes it himself, banks it high off the window. Once again, Tigers up by 3 and short on time. It would come down to the Tigers defense scaving off the comeback. Tigers win it 47-44. Yeah, and I owe a big-time apology to Central fans. I was editing the Junction highlights while the Warriors were taking on Castleview. I joined up midway through the third, and the Warriors found themselves in a 15-point hole that was growing when Owen Clark put one home in the paint. But take nothing away from Andrew Serrano. He was playing hard to that bitter end, buys himself some space with the Euro hop, count the inside basket. But here was the story of the second half. The SaberCats shooting from distance, something to be said about playing with that big lead, takes the nerves off shots like that. Something to be said about the floater here from Serrano. That was a nice take. And later, showing off that pass game, too. Watch the find right here to a wide-open Braylon Scott on the inside. But did I mention the shooting of Castleview? Blake Monson just stroking it from deep. Later, a pass off the dribble to an open Kyler Klopfenstein. More from him in a second. But first, I had to highlight a sweet take from Cam Reddy, blowing by his defenders. But the game was well in hand. Klopfenstein definitely found his green bar, splashing in another three. Castleview would win it big, 72-50. Palisade and dogfight in the second half of their game against Centaurus Thursday night. New head coach Corey Hitchcock and the Bulldogs down 16 to the Warriors in the second half, but pulling it back when Riker Harsha works it hard down the paint, getting the inside bucket to go. But watch the outside screen here set for John Lewicki. He looks down at the spot and lets it go. Count all three of them. Later, the Warriors go to the inside. A nice little hook lay-in for Sullivan Cox. Levi Rubin, he takes a stab at diving into the lane, spinning it up and in. Looked like it might be another turnover for the Bulldogs here, but the ball finds Paul Stanky, and he finds the space he needs to get his floater to go. Kisses it home. Later down big, but still working hard. How's this for Chris passing, bouncing it right into the path of Ryder Mancuso, who knows what to do with it, but watch out now. Vladimir Contreras just freight training his way into the paint. Count the basket plus the foul. Bodies on the floor. Pally ready to put in some work in the paint too. Josh Otto, he doesn't feel the contact on his hip, turns inside and puts it in. Palisade's still down 50-33, and Centaurus was doing a good job keeping the Bulldogs out of arm's reach from the play inside. But credit the Bulldogs, they keep the fight up. Nick Campbell knocking down a three ball. Nick Samuels on the baseline, drives it in, slips a bit, but keeps his cool and slips it in. Not to mention Duncan Edwards working hard down low. Ultimately, though, it was the Warriors' night, winning at 58-42. Coach Hitchcock after the game.
We want to play more up-tempo. We want to pressure a little bit more. Tonight, I think, we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit too much with turnovers. Hopefully, we can clean that up by tomorrow and give Central a good game. If not, if we can't clean that up, then it's going to be a tough day tomorrow.